8 dream killers. As much as we discuss the steps and the necessities of getting to your dreams, we have to be cognizant of those particular things and emotions in life that need to be avoided. This is the Think Your Reality podcast, episode number 75. Hang on, here we go.
Your destiny is by your design. Getting what you want in your professional life is gained by following a series of steps created by your mindset. Are you ready to start the journey? This is the Think Your Reality podcast. Here's Mike Sims.
Hey, it's Mike Sims, and welcome to another episode. Always good to have you here. So we're talking about understanding the things that can derail you on your way to your goals. And they are just as important as knowing the correct path to your success. Let's get after it. The first of the 8 is the word envy. You understand and you know that you can have whatever you want in life. That's the whole premise of this podcast. You need not worry about what anyone else has. Focusing on what others have attained while you feel left on the sidelines is a waste of time, and it's time you will not get back. Invest in you now. Don't concern yourself with what others have or are involved in or concern themselves with. Who cares? Wish them well, and then get on with your own life's success story. Let others concern themselves with you. You have a great life to create, and ultimately a life that others will emulate. I'm fascinated with people's obsession with social media and the perceived success and happiness that everyone else seems to have. It's a fallacy. If you think about it, how real is it? I know a few people, as I'm sure you do, whose quote-unquote life online is a far cry from what they live day to day. And take it one step further, how real is reality TV? The second one of the 8 is perfectionism. Let's make this an easy one. It doesn't exist. We are always in a changing world and in a state of evolving. We are getting better as we go if you are so attuned to accomplishing that. Chasing perfectionism leads most to procrastination because people feel they cannot begin until a plan to carry it out is 100% perfect. This way of thinking is wrong, and it's a time stealer. Just get started. Change as you go if you deem it necessary, but keep moving. Don't ever concern yourself with achieving perfection. Drive toward not accepting less than you are capable of doing? Absolutely. It's a fine line. At the time you're working on your hopes and dreams, be comfortable with your absolute best effort, and then take great satisfaction at looking at that later on and saying to yourself, you know what, I think I can do that better. And then just rinse and repeat. Comparison to other people? Don't you dare. To yesterday's you? Absolutely. Compare the various steps toward your goal. Compare the cost versus the effort versus the results, and make the necessary business decision. Blame. Here's the hard truth, and one we all have to come to terms with at some point in our life. We are where we are because of decisions that we have made with the information that we had when we chose to make them, period. It is a bitter pill to swallow for most, but one we must. The good news is we can change that mindset immediately and go on to a different and much more productive path. The blame is not on anybody. It rests on us. We're responsible ultimately for the good or the bad in our life. Self-doubt. This one may take a little bit of time to get over. You're no different than anyone in this world who has achieved success. They took the steps to acquire their goals. You're on your way now. You just stay the course, and that's where the successful and non-successful part ways. The successful leave the mistakes and doubt by the side of the road and just keep moving, keep going. Persistence beats everything on the road to success. Just don't quit. If you look back at doubt or mistakes, you miss the opportunity in front of you. Your eyes are in the front of your head for a reason. Fear. One of my favorite acronyms. It stands for false expectation appearing real. Do the damn thing anyway. It's interesting, I think, that when a person fails, they receive the ridicule of the masses. Yet when the success is gained, the failures are seen as badges of honor, and they're admired for staying the course after falling short at the outset. Look how the perception changed. Don't fear failure. Fear not starting. Fear needing others' approval. Fear time passing and not living to what you are ultimately capable of doing. And the last one, fear thinking small. Distraction, an absolute goal killer. This being avoided, meaning the distraction being avoided, comes from a discipline for what you really want. TV, social media are all well and good in very, very small amounts. And I've seen it countless times, as I'm sure you have. You can waste time on Facebook in seeing what others want you to believe to be true, or you can invest your time in your skills and your mindset. Which activity in your heart of hearts is going to get you closer to your dreams realized? We know the answer to that. Look at an activity and ask yourself, well, what will this afford me? How does this benefit me, and where will it bring me? And then make the decision to how much time you will devote to it, or whether it's worth your attention at all. The cute little kitty cat video can wait. You have a legacy to build. Safety. Let's be honest, there is very little safety in the pursuit of your goals. You're taking risks. Just make sure they are calculated risks, but do them with reckless abandon. Again, a fine line. If what you are pursuing isn't putting you, your family, and friends in a seriously compromised position physically, emotionally, or financially, just have at it. I mean, we take safety into consideration when we're crossing the street. Here's one that will absolutely derail even the toughest individual, and that is procrastination, the dream and life killer. And spending any more time on this word would be procrastination in definition. We have things to do. We have things to get on with. My name is Mike Sims. This is the Think Your Reality podcast. And as I wish, hope, and pray for you to have an absolutely awesome day, as you deserve nothing less.